everybody. Good morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Usually we do a before the bell, but today I think it's going to be a little bit different. I want to do a stock scan. I want to take a look because Tuesdays and Thursdays, generally speaking, are some of the best days to place buys. So I want to take a look at the markets. Of course, I do want to take a look at our ES and our NQ. Take a look at the S&P 500, take a look at Nasdaq, see what those guys are looking like. But I also want to go through a little bit of an exercise here with you guys, something that I know that a lot of people don't use, but it's a really valuable tool. And in our insured area over the next several weeks, we're going to be talking, in deeper context about what I'm going to be kind of going over today. So. To get access to this material and these live webinars that we're going to be doing for our members, just throw a comment in the YouTube chat, and I can get you an invite to our Discord server if you're not already a member. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to take a look at Nasdaq. I'm going to take a look at the S&P, but what I want to do is I want to focus a little bit on the stock screener inside of TradingView. Okay, so we don't talk about this too much. I know it's kind of cut off a little bit over there. Let me see if I can fix that here real quick. And put that over there. Pull this guy. I've got charts in the background. I just want to make sure you guys can see, just about everything here. All right. That's pretty close there. Okay, so I'd say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so this is my TradingView account. Nothing super special here, but what I want to do is, I want to take a look just at my normal stock list here. And what I want to do, I want to screen a certain type of stock. I want to find stocks that are oversold, right? You guys all know that my waves indicator, generally speaking, works best on stocks that are oversold, right? So that's what we're going to be trying to find here and trying to filter, because there are, there's 5,000 items in this list, and we want to find things that match our criteria. So I'm going to take a look at what filters I currently have in here. So I'm looking for specific exchanges. So I'm looking at New York Stock Exchange. We're looking for Nasdaq. We're looking for common stocks, maybe some ETFs, some depository receipts, but nonetheless, looking for tradable assets. All right, a couple things that I want to do. I want to find stocks that have a certain market cap, because I don't want to have like really super low market cap stocks. I'm just going to take a look, 300 million or higher. So that already knocks out, what was it? It went from 5,000 to 3,300, almost 2,000 stocks we knocked out right off the bat, just by upping our market cap a little bit. I'm not interested in low float stocks or anything like that. I want to I want to find stocks that are sustainable, things that are not just going to just kind of go crazy overnight. I want to I want to find stocks that are sustainable. The other thing I want to do is I want to find an RSI, which is not what the waves are based off of, but I want to find an RSI on the daily, right? So we'll switch the time frame here in just a little bit, but I want to find an RSI below 40. That took us down to 100 stocks. That's much more manageable. And I'm on a daily, so you can see here my time interval. You can set it up to different time intervals, but I'm going to stick it right here to the daily. So these are all stocks that are below 40 on the RSI on the daily. And I can sort this if I'd like, right? So right here, you can sort it in ascending or descending order. Right now, Ping is the one that's the most oversold right now. But this is where I'm going to be getting my my watch list from. So it's as simple as that. I just simply set the RSI below 40. That's the RSI on the 14. So your 14 period moving average below 40 on the RSI, market cap 300 million or above, and looking for tradable assets on New York Stock Exchange, so on and so forth. All right, so now let's go ahead and come over here and take a look at our charts. All right, so let me put that over there. So I'm going to have my my watch list, not my watch list, but my stock screener over on another screen here, and I'm going to start flipping through these. So you guys all know some of these trades already. We did these about a week ago. Limited brands doing pretty good. Vaxar doing pretty good. Lowe's doing okay. So we actually, I don't have a P&L here on Tenneco, however you pronounce it, whatever it is. But we bought this a while back. This is looking pretty good as well. I don't have a P&L on it. NOMD, this one's actually approaching like a rebuy or an accumulation phase. Hanes Brands, it's kind of moving up. It was in a squeeze for a long period of time here, but it's trying to push up and out. It's got to get some momentum today. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. Steel has been doing fantastic, and Norton LifeLock. This one, I'm very interested in this. I was waiting for this guy to come back down here to about $19. It's at $19.15 right now. But I'm interested in buying down here. I'm going to keep LifeLock because this is one that I actually am just entering. So just keeping that in mind. So that's something that's going to be moving up and out more than likely. Likely we're getting close to the bottom on this. I'm keeping an eye on it. But let's go ahead and flip through some of these others. So let's take a look at Ping. Let's take a look at RAPT. That one looks awful. Love it. INOV. I'm going to go through this very quickly. And then, of course, at the end, I'm going to take a look at the S&P and Nasdaq. So VITL, SFT, FHTX, and Flow, FLO. All right, let's take a look at any of these look good. So we've got several squeezes. INOV looks really good. I like this one. You've got the 12-hour very oversold. Let's just go ahead and zoom into this one here real quick. This one is moved down. It's tried to move up, and it moved down one a little bit lower. This looks like a good one. I actually really like this guy. I like this guy right here. RAPT, moved down yesterday, obviously. I'm going to give this one some time. I don't like this one just quite yet. Ping, I do like. I do like Ping down here. I think that there is good potential for this guy to move up. So I'm going to keep Ping here. INOV, I'm going to keep it over here. Those look good. Those look good. What else looks good? Flow looks good. FHTX doesn't look like it has enough history. I'm not interested in this guy. Not enough history. SFT does not look good. VITL looks good. All right. So what do we have here? We've got Flow. We're gonna do this really quickly today. VITL. There's some really good plays potentially that are going to be here at the open. SFT. Nope, we already got SFT. PLMR. And then we've got STMP and AUDC. AUDC. All right, so this one doesn't look like it's done. FLMR does not look like it's done. Not interested. This guy, STMP, stamps.com. I'd like to say this one looks okay. I'm going to go ahead. I like this guy. AUDC, no. Let's keep on going. EGAN and MODN. All right. So obviously, EGAN Incorporated, EGAN Corporation, looks like it's getting close to the bottom. This one looks like it probably will start to move up. I'm going to keep this guy on here as well. This one looks okay. I like this guy. I like this one. MODN, the big buy was actually right on the dump. But, right now I don't really like it that much. So let's just keep on going. I really only need to find one more. VRM, Vroom, whatever Vroom is. Actually, that looks okay. All right, here's our 8 stocks. And what did it take? I've been live for 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Take a minute away from my disclaimers at the beginning. Yeah, we did 8 stocks in probably 8 minutes. So this looks fantastic. All right, well let's go ahead and go over into our normal charts, which we're looking at. Obviously, Bitcoin. Poked up above 17,000, went all the way up to about 17.1. You guys all know this, right? This should not be a surprise to you. Let's go to the daily. All right. So on the daily, we were looking at this. Let's just see for fun here, real quick, where this guy is potentially heading, because I still think. Here we go, right there. Actually. Are we hitting the top on this? I'm going to see if I can get the price point on this guy. The price on the 100% expansion was 17,123.70, and this is on Bitfinex. Okay, so this is not on like Coinbase or anything like that. Taking this from the bottom, very bottom to the very top, down here to this very bottom. The 100% expansion is sitting at 17,123.70. And where did we go? We went to $17,088. We didn't quite hit 100%, but guys, we're so close. We're so close. And looking at the daily, all right, I mean, you guys can see this, I hope. I hope you guys can see this. Where you have continued higher prices, right? We're in a little bit of a, I don't know, I'd hesitate calling this a wedge. I'd be more inclined to call this more of a channel than a wedge. But you can't ignore what we are, what we are creating here. We're creating higher high after higher high after higher high, and then right here you can see it, lower high, and still unconfirmed. Still unconfirmed. There's 10 hours and 22 minutes left in the day, creating another lower high. So this is potentially creating some bearish divergence. I prefer oscillators versus the RSI, for instance, or at least I give them a little more weight. But this, guys, this looks so good. 17,123.70. That's our point. All right, so let's just go ahead and put this up here, 17,123.70. All right, let me just go ahead and put that there at coordinates 17,123.70. That is our point right there. And let's go ahead and move down to a 5-minute. There's our mark right there. Okay. Now, obviously, we look like we're starting to, we're trying to fall below here, but wow, I mean, are we going to reclaim this as support? I mean, it's very, very possible that we reclaim this as support. So right here, pull that over, right? So from up here, quick and easy A, B, C, and then a little move up there, finish that, and then we fall. Now, a lot of people are pretty darn bullish right now. That's why I continue to exercise caution up here at these prices. So just be very, very careful. We look like we're finding some support right here at about 16,935. But it wouldn't surprise me if we came back down here to this support block. If you take a look at a 4-hour time frame, let's just see what this looks like on a 4-hour. And I'll go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we've got the wick up there, potentially some support down here at about 16.8. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit for us to go up there, tag that, right? Because you got a lot of people that are like, I got short 17.1, right? This thing almost hit 17.1 on Bitstamp. Let's see what this looks like on Coinbase real quick. All right, so we talked about this. We talked about that move up higher. Let's go to a daily and see what this looks like on Coinbase, right? The same metric that we were just looking at. All right. Because again, we were taking a look at this as an A, B, C here into the B, and then we go down for the C. Because again, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this looks, right? Now, looks can obviously be deceiving. This looks like it's trying to finish a move. All right, so let's just see here. From the bottom to the top, and I'll fix that over there on the left. I don't think I got that perfectly. Up there, then all the way back down here. Okay, so let's just see. Yeah, I did not get that right, so let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Had the wrong candle right there. Okay, perfect. So we've got the A, the B, and then the C is at 17,100. So on Coinbase, 17.1. 17.1 exactly. And where did we hit on Coinbase? Well, let's just take a look. Coinbase, we went as high as 17.1. 17.1 exactly. So, I mean, I don't like calling tops. I don't want to call tops. That's a business that can get you that can screw you over pretty bad. But I think we pull back from here, you guys. I really do. I really do. Like we were talking about hitting this this upper up here, which is very possible that we do. I think this this wedge that we were looking at previously is kind of gone. I think this this right here is more than likely where this is going to go. So maybe we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do find our way up there to 17.2. We were really looking at 17.4 yesterday. I'm really interested in 17.4 still, but man, I mean, I have to think that, after all of this, that I think we're getting close to the end, at least for the time being, right? I'm still bullish, but but pullbacks are inevitable. They're going to happen. We were talking about that 30% pullback, right? Where was that 30% pullback going to take us from? If we are topped out right here, if that's a big if. I mean, 30% is going to take us. Yeah, it was like 11.8 if I remember correctly. 11.8, 12,000. I mean, what if you sold at 17K and you bought back at 12? That would be a pretty good accumulation. But just exercising caution, continuing to exercise caution. Still keeping a really close eye on bearish divergence. We see it over here on Coinbase as well, right? And I know this is a little off, but nonetheless, we're starting to see again more bearish divergence even on the RSI. So I'm just exercising caution. All right, let's go to the 30-minute. Let's take a look at ES. We haven't taken a look at this in a while. I was kind of expecting a little bit of a correction down here to 35.89, and it looks like we're getting close to it. 35.89. We got as low as 35.93. That's almost down here to the 382, right? So we have this A, we had the B up here, and then we go down for the C, which maybe we do get that little spike down. I don't know. And then, of course, seeing a little bit of bullish divergence. Let's go ahead and remove this. Seeing that, going back up here, what we were looking at was from this bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, still looking for higher prices, still looking for a new all-time high. Okay, again, kind of going all the way back here to this 3, where we're actually trading above that right now. This is good. This is good. This level right here is and should be support, right? So that's going to be at about 35.89. And that's right where we kind of expected it to go, 35.89. All right, so right there, it looks good for a continued move to the upside. Okay, so this looks fantastic still, and nothing really has changed here for me. Still, I think we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're working on the 5. 1, 2, 3. Working on the 4. I think we're almost done, and then we go up for the 5. Okay, and where is that 5 going to land? Well, let's see if we can find a target for you guys here. All right, so again, to use our trend-based fib extension, we come down here to the bottom of the 4. 1, and then we're going to take it from down here. Take it from where we think the bottom of that 4 wave is, and we're looking for a move up here to basically actually maybe a double top, 36.67, 36.78, up here in this range. Do we make it so high as to find our way all the way up here at 37? Possible, but I would be very cautious. Still, there's a trade to be made right here at the 382, assuming we find our way at 35.89, right? And then moving ourselves up here, that's it's a 2% gain, but really our risk, we're talking about managing risk here at 0.3%. So that's very limited risk. And right here at the 382, if this is in fact a 1, 2, 3, A, B, C into the 4, if this is wave 4, then that 382 is where we should bounce, and we should find ourselves up here, excuse me, at that double top scenario, right there at 36.67. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. All right, so this guy doesn't look as strong, right? And Nasdaq has not looked as strong. Possible that this is a completion of a correction, and we are working on a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5, right? So that's an alternate. So this is also something that we need to pay attention to. If this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then a 5, working our way on the 5, then this is much more bullish. Still, I think we get a little bit of a pullback, potentially back down here to this equilibrium, right here where we've got this high and this low, right back here at the middle. Wouldn't surprise me for us to come back down here, but then that would be, that would be our bullish case. So possible this too is in over here, but still watching down here, watching and waiting, because I haven't looked at open interest lately. So let's see if I can get some open interest here for us real quick. We'll see if our, yeah, here we go. Open interest on SPY. We have 4.8 million contracts bearish on 11/20. Okay, so that's quite a lot. I'm going to take a look at max pain on SPY, which is, which I'm going to be taking a look at the 20th of November. Now, keeping in mind that is Friday. All right, so what is max pain for SPY on Friday? All right, let's go back to the ES1 chart, knowing that we have 68% of all open interest on SPY is bearish. Okay, even taking a look at yesterday, 65% was bearish, and tomorrow 60% is bearish, but 68%, a lot of that 4.7 million contracts are bearish. And also, just a side note, 12/18, that is 60% bearish as well on 6.2 million contracts. All right, so real quick, let's take a look at the 20th. Max pain is 343. 343 is all the way down here. Okay, and that's going to be on the 20th. So 343, I would fully expect, man, that is very, very possible. That is very possible. Wow. I could see that because that's the 618 of this move. And actually, if I move this down here, if that move is done, if that move is in fact done, there's 343 right here at the 50. Man, I am tempted. Now there is so much open interest. So 3.3 million contracts of that 4.8 million are puts, and they're starting to layer. You know, starting at about 350, but there's so much, even all the way down to like 150. Like, who would get a 150 put on SPY? That seems asinine. But anyway, it's there, and but anyway, I see a lot of short open interest, but the highest call open interest is also at 350, which is, you know, there is much more open interest on puts below 350, but the highest open interest on calls is at 350. So we could absolutely find our way back down here, which is why we limit our risk here. I would say if we break that 382, I would go short and take this guy all the way down here to 344. 344, because if that breaks, right, so maybe we do push up a little bit today. Today we could push up and finish that move. Again, we were talking about a move up to maybe 366. I'd be looking to short and take it all the way back down here to 344. Maybe it only comes back down here to you know, 350. It's very possible. We'll continue to watch this, but you know, it would make sense if this thing came down to 350, because keep in mind, just because there are open call interests at 350 doesn't mean their break even is 350. Because they probably paid a pretty penny for that contract, and so their break even is probably more like 351, 352. So if this does come down here to 350, those are going to expire. They're probably going to expire worthless. So coming back down here to 350, 349, that would be good for those as well. So I'm bullish, but I got to think that there is a potential for this even here to not be done. Same thing that we're looking at for Nasdaq. So I'm trying to exercise caution. Maybe that 4 is in, and this 5 that we've got all the way out here, maybe this 5 gets truncated, right? Possible that 5 gets truncated, and then we find a short right here. So if we were to be looking for a short position, I'd be looking to short right there. If we find our way up there today and ride that guy all the way down here to at least 349, and managing your risk, you know, giving yourself like 1%, right? So you've got 5-to-1 ratio, you know, 4.78% gain for a 1% loss. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Okay, so basically cutting it on the other side of 370, trying to catch this at 367. That's kind of where I'm thinking. That's looking okay. Not saying that's what I'm going to do. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm not going to click the buttons for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But this is just what I see. This is what I like. And that's where we're going to keep it for right now. Okay. I think that's it for right now. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to pop in the Discord and ask. And yeah, of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day.